Let's talk about the offense.
Yeah. So Kyler, 4 runs a game, bottom 5 in the league in OPS. I think we're actually second worst in the league right now, maybe third worst.
Yeah, I think
It's a
Pirates are
lineup of
behind us,
talent.
right?
Yeah, it's the Pirates behind us. There might be somebody else in OPS behind us, but on average, it's only the Pirates behind us. We have a lineup with talent, man, but it's one that just really can't seem to string it together.
Yeah, no, for real. And it being April 15th, the Reds offense just looks like it's like in neutral. Like we can't find drive. Maybe we got to reverse a little bit. It's just kind of stuck in between drive and reverse. I don't think we can put it together. Then we do. Then we don't. I like don't understand. And we've had this frustration. We've been talking about it. But obviously McLean's back. I'm hoping that might kind of get us out of neutral. Hayes is back. But outside of Ellie and Wins, it's been cold, and we kind of just discussed about De La Cruz isn't hitting like we want him to, but he's still not bad this season. But yeah, just the offense has been so cold. So here's my question: like, what do we do? How do we fix it?
Man, I'll start your question with a question on mine. I mean, do you bet on the kids? Do you bet on the young players? Sal Stewart's raking in Chattanooga. Noelvi Marte, of course, he's back, but his clock's ticking as a prospect. He's only 23, but you can't keep him down there forever, man. I mean, he's hitting the cover off the ball. He looks, maybe he got the yips a little bit of the steroids, but he's back. Tyler Callihan's been sneaky hot to start the year. And don't forget Willie Beeman, man. Don't forget Willie Beeman. I don't want to hear
every week.
Terry Francona is a Willie Beeman hater. And let me tell you why. He said, yeah, all right, we'll give him some at-bats. Here's Justin Verlander with the nastiest curveball in the game and the best command in Major League Baseball.
Throw him out there. About to call David Bell right now and bring him back.
I bet he's smiling, man. I bet he's smiling, man, wherever he is. But seriously, I mean, so Benson is an early kind of option bat. Does have upside. So if you go Stewart, Callihan, Marte, Benson, do you bet on the kids?
Do you go bold? Jesús Sánchez wasting away in Miami. Robert Jr. with the White Sox might be the biggest name on the block. I know we were kind of having those conversations before the season. I think maybe even in spring training a little bit about trade, what that looks like. We even kind of made the joke on here about would you trade away a bunch of prospects? And like, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of getting desperate here. I feel like a little desperate X where I'm about to send that risky text late at night like, hey, like Cincinnati Reds uniform would look real good on you right now. You know what I mean? Like just the hitting, the defense, the outfield.
What's Joey Votto doing?
yeah. You want to come out for one more year? Like, I don't know, JD Martinez. Like he's still unsigned, still dangerous, but also a veteran who can mash lefties. So I don't know. There's different options, but I think we might even need to look into making a trade. Maybe something to just kind of switch up the lineup. Nothing is like working in a sense. And my philosophy has always been if it's not working, you need to change something. Like you won't see change unless you change. So I don't know.
So the Reds as a team this season have been really pretty much as advertised in hitting. We're hitting 225 against righties, Kyler. We're hitting 137 against lefties. Our offense, we've scored 43 runs against righties. We've scored 16 runs against lefties. It has been as advertised, man. We've been terrible. And so the question is, how do you get better, right? And so we have to get better. And let's talk through some of the guys we've talked about. So let's start with Luis Robert Jr. Lou Rob, man. All the talent in the world. He's only hitting 163 this year. It's so early in the year. You can't. I mean, half our team is hitting under 163.
Right.
He hit 38 home runs in 2023. Had a great year. Here's my issue with Luis Robert. I think he's Will Benson 1.0. He hit 38 home runs in 2023, but he strikes out a ton on breaking balls. StatCast, Kyler, 51% of his strikeouts were on breaking balls, but he saw the breaking ball only at a 31% clip, or the curveball at a 31% clip, compared to 50% on fastballs, and he still struck out over half the time on the curveball. He could not hit the curveball. And maybe it's not that he's just unhealthy. Maybe it's the team just hasn't figured, or the league's figured him out.
Yeah, that's true. There's stats on top of stats, and as a hitter, I feel like you kind of have to adjust every year. Like you can't come in the season with the same mindset in hitting that you had the season before, because people have stats on you. People know what you're struggling with. People know you can't hit the curveball, for example. And yeah, you gotta readjust and come to the plate with a different mindset.
100%. And when you don't adjust, you end up like Will Benson. So it's you do have to adjust. And another guy that needs to adjust.
I don't know. At this point, though, I'd rather take, honestly, hear me out. I'd rather take a 180 hitter that hits 30 home runs a year in this lineup right now.
Well, that's Will Benson. So it's Will Benson. Another guy, man, Jesús Sánchez, Marlins outfielder. He's hurt right now. Season debuts Tuesday. He was a name tossed around. ChatGPT threw me Jesús Sánchez as a prospect, or a potential kind of get in the outfield. I've seen some stuff on him. 98 OPS plus, but hit 18 home runs last year. Definitely on track to be a 20-plus home run guy. Probably a little more realistic to trade for than Luis Robert. I don't know, though. I mean, I don't really think a 98 OPS plus guy who's seen his actual stats kind of decrease year over year, or his production decrease outside of home runs, is kind of the answer to what we need.
I agree.
The other kind of asinine thing, Kyler, is that they said that we need to give up Hunter Green or Nick Lodolo. And this is, again, I was asking ChatGPT, I said, what do we need to do to make this trade? What do the Reds need to give up? And it said, the Reds have a lot of great pitching depth. I said, yeah, sure. Who? Chase Petty? Sure, okay. Andrew Abbott? Maybe. We have, what do we give up? Hunter Green. It says trade Hunter Green plus more prospects like Marte Arroyo or Sal Stewart, and you can get Luis Robert Jr. And I thought, what a joke, dude. I was like, there's no way. So let's throw trades out the window, because the Reds aren't trading any of those guys, and probably they're not trading Edwin Arroyo or Sal Stewart anytime soon either. I pulled a free agent option, Kyler. JD Martinez. Pretty interesting. 37 years old, signed late in free agency last year with the Mets to a one-year contract. 725 OPS was pretty disappointing. But some of his other stats on StatCast seem to be pretty indicative that he might have some left in the tank, and maybe he was a little bit unlucky last year.
Yeah, it looks like we pulled some of that up. It's 87% expected slug, 94% barrel rate, 92% sweet spot, and an XBA at 256. So it's a good option.
Yeah, and when you look at that and you see that he only hit 235 last year with an XBA of 256, you look at 94% barrel. I'm not sure about Boston, but I know when you get to Cincinnati in July or August and you put a 94% barrel rate on the ball at a 92% sweet spot rate, and that ball gets lifted in the air, which it's going to get lifted with JD Martinez, that ball's flying. And if he has anything left in the tank, man, we need it. He's a DH. He's not an outfielder at 37 years old. He's not. He's a DH.
He just needs to get in there and just smash the ball.
And we need a DH, because right now our DH is guys who are hurt and can't play in the field and can't hit. Mike Leake had better hitting seasons than our DHs did right now. Remember, Bronson Arroyo probably had better hitting seasons. Micah Owings, Michael Lorenzen.
Don't be talking nothing about Bronson Arroyo. That dude could hit. Low key. He could hit for a pitcher.
That's what I'm saying. No. Dontrell Willis. What's Dontrell Willis?
Sign him back.
What's Dontrell Willis doing right now?
Hey, Bronson Arroyo sings at my mom's clubhouse. They're part of like a golf clubhouse.
I saw that.
I'm about to go run him a contract up. Be like, hey, just be a DH for a year.
What is the D train doing right now? We call it Dontrell. See what he's up to. Hit some bombers. Man, it's crazy. It really is.
We're getting crazy in here right now.
Yeah, for sure. So the Reds aren't spending any more money on a player. It's probably not happening. So JD Martinez is probably a pipe dream. The only way they'd spend money on him is if he decides he's a bad hitter, and then we'll spend $16 million a year on him. So what are the minor league options? Who are the young guys? I've got a couple, Kyler. We'll talk Sal Stewart, Benson, Callihan, and Marte. But why don't you start off here? Let's talk Sal Stewart.
Yeah. So DoubleA. but 1.132 OPS. He's averaged over 800 OPS in every level.
And let
He's
me
currently.
I want to stop right there really quick. Man, just to put a comparison, his OPS is double our major league lineups OPS right now. So, like, say you say, oh, he's in AA, comes to AAA or MLB, maybe he cuts his production in half. He is still above half of our team in production. So,
Right.
but continue. But just put that in perspective of kind of how good he is compared to our major league team right now.
Right. Yeah. And then plus the stat lines 375, 444, 688, and 36 at bats with a career near 1-1 walk to strikeout.
And that's huge, right? I mean, that's huge. So we talk about guys striking out. He's got a good eye, puts the bat on the ball, walks a lot too. He's got a pretty good number. I think it's like 160 walks to 180 strikeouts in parts of 3 seasons. So he's never had a full season healthy. And that's the only reason why he's not up here right now. But he looks like the real deal. Putting up an 800 plus OPS in every level, Kyler. I don't care if he gets 20 home runs. I care that he gets on base, and I care that he slugs 688.
I just want him to score runs.
Right, exactly.
That's all we need.
And there are guys in the minor league that I think can help. Will Benson, Tyler Callihan, Noelvi Marte. Benson's got 3 home runs and 1,005 OPS. Callahan's got 3 home runs and 961 OPS. Marte has 6 strikeouts and over 40 at-bats. He's got a 954 OPS. I think there are guys that can contribute, Kyler.
Yeah, no, I think I saw some stuff on Callihan the other night. I think he hit a double or something. He's looking pretty good. But yeah, I agree with you. Like, there is options that I feel like if this continues, we're gonna have to look at. Like, I'm going right back to you won't see change unless you change.
Did you see Sal Stewart's walk-off grand slam?
Maybe. I feel like I did, but I'm not sure. Was it recent, like a couple days ago?
It was like 2 days ago. Yeah, it was a rocket.
I feel like I did.
It was insane. And so any of these guys, and I know they need more at-bats. And for Sal Stewart's case, if he wins Rookie of the Year, the Reds get an extra competitive pick in the draft. And so the odds are the Reds won't call him up because it's already probably too late in the year for him to – if he doesn't call up till June, he's not going to win Rookie of the Year. And so if that's
I think he's a 2026 ETA.
Dude, we're going to run Jamer Candelario out there and say we're competing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll tell you what. If we maintain competitive till the trade deadline, I hope we go out and get somebody. Take that spot. And it's nothing against Jamer. He seems like I didn't like Mike Moustakas because he didn't try. Jamer Candelario's trying. It's not, and I know he starts slow every year, and he's trying. He just.
Yeah, but going back to what you said was like, I don't think it's too late. We're what, 16 games in? I mean, it's not that late, I guess, to pull him in, but if they're going to do it, they're going to have to do it soon. Just like going back to what you said, if you want him to have a chance of winning Rookie of the Year, to get some of that draft compensation, you're going to have to do it now. And I don't think they're ready to do it. I think it's going to be a 2026 kind of move.
I hope not. For my sake and your sake, Kyler, Reds Access fans' sake everywhere, I hope not. We want to compete this year. We want to win this year. We've been told we're going to win this year. Let's go out and win this year, man. That's what I'm going to say. But, man, we talked about if McLean and Hayes can ignite the Reds offense. We've talked about our 8-8 start. We've talked about pitching standouts. What we did not talk about was Christian Encarnacion-Strand's injury. But just to cover that really quick, they're saying hamstring back. He is in the lineup tonight. I believe he's over 3 right now. Another guy probably has a chance to go on the IL sooner than later, as soon as we get the space to do so. But we're in a good place right now. It's 8-8. We're 8-8 rather. The Reds are currently winning in the bottom of the 8th, 6-4 against the Mariners. So we have a chance to go above.
Diaz looked?
I guess he went scoreless, right? I mean, I don't know what the inning looked like, but they didn't score. So we are a chance to go above 500 for the first time since April, I think 18th of 2024, April 8th of 2024. In the last video I talked about, it's been over a year. But we're in a good place, man.